Hello students, in this video let us talk about the process of transcription. Yes, process of transcription. See, process of transcription in bacteria. Bacteria means here we can consider that is prokaryotes. So, as you know, prokaryotes and eukaryotes, right? So, the transcription process is a little different in prokaryotes and eukaryotes. So, first let us start with the prokaryotes transcription, and later in the next video we can see the process of transcription in eukaryotes, right? Eukaryotes. So, see the transcription and the transcription unit we have studied in previous video, right? Transcription means it is a process of formation of RNA from DNA, right? So, in presence of some enzymes, right? So, here the single DNA dependent what we call DNA dependent RNA polymerase, because the transcription is formation of RNA, right? So, it is a formation of DNA from DNA. So, it will forms the RNA, right? All types of RNA are formed from this DNA. So, that is in presence of RNA polymerase and enzyme, RNA polymerase. But here this RNA polymerase depends on DNA, it depends on DNA, hence we call it as a DNA dependent RNA polymerase. Why I have used here single term? So, single means single RNA polymerase can perform the formation of tRNA, mRNA and rRNA. So, these all three major RNA which are required for the transcription process and translation process. Next, transcription and translation. So, all these RNA types are required for the protein synthesis in the next step. So, translation, right. So, here that is what DNA can produce the all type of RNA with the help of single RNA polymerase. So, RNA polymerase depends on DNA, hence we call it as DNA dependent RNA polymerase, and it is single, right. So, why? Because in bacteria only single this one is required, RNA polymerase is required, but in case of eukaryotes there are three different polymerases are there: RNA polymerase 1, RNA polymerase 2, RNA polymerase 3, right. So, there are these different RNA polymerase can perform the formation of tRNA, mRNA and rRNA. So, you can say respectively, but here, so we can in eukaryotes I will explain again, but you should remember here rRNA is produced by polymerase 1 and mRNA is produced by polymerase 2, RNA polymerase 2, and tRNA is produced by the help of that is RNA polymerase 3, right. So, in this way three RNA polymerase are required for the formation of this different three what you call RNAs, right. But here only one is there, hence we call it as a single DNA dependent RNA polymerase can form or produce the tRNA, mRNA, rRNA which are required for the protein synthesis, that is for translation process, right. So, next the substrates which are used in the formation of RNA are here the nucleoside triphosphates, what we call nucleoside triphosphates, in common what we call nucleotides, right. So, nucleotides, there are 4 types of nucleotides that are required here for the formation of this RNA, right. RNA can synthesize or polymerized, RNA can get polymerized. So, that is by the help of these substrates, what you call nucleotides. So, nucleotides, there are 4 types of nucleotides which are required for the formation of that complete mRNA or tRNA, rRNA, right. So, as you know, the synthesis of mRNA is the nothing but the transcription here, right, transcription. So, that DNA, the segment of DNA can forms the mRNA. So, by this we can understand the transcription, right. This is what the transcription in the central dogma we have studied that, right. DNA is forms into mRNA. The segment is get copied, right. So, from the template strand which is become a to the template strand. So, it is become copied, right. So, on the coding strand what we have studied the transcribing unit, what you call transcription unit, okay. Transcribing strand, on transcribing strand or also called template strand what we referred. So, on that the DNA, so which copy the what you call copied into mRNA is formed, right. So, here there are steps involved in this one, the steps involved in the steps involved in the transcription. The steps involved in the transcription are for understanding what we made here 3 steps, that is initiation. So, initiation is the first step of transcription, and elongation, what you call second step is elongation, and third one is termination, right. So, these steps requires what we call the enzymes, right. So, here specific enzyme, as I explained already about the enzyme. So, here in bacteria, it is in prokaryotes, only one enzyme is required, hence we referred it as single here. So, this RNA polymerase is required in all the steps, right. So, in all steps for initiation, elongation and termination, RNA polymerase is required, which polymerize these substrates, what we call these substrates, nucleotides are get polymerized to form a RNA. Nucleotides are joined in presence of RNA polymerase. So, this RNA polymerase is required from initiation to termination. So, in all 3 steps this is required, but so how it can manage all these functions, right. So, actually in eukaryotes little difference will be there. So, here it is the only one enzyme, how can it perform? Again there are sub units are there, right. In a higher level study you can understand that RNA polymerase is having core sub units. There are 5 sub unit enzymes are there, right. So, they are not mentioned in your syllabus, right. So, that is RNA polymerase plus some factors are there here, some factors are there which can change its mode and what it performs the either initiation or elongation or termination, right. So, that factor, so initiation factor, that is called sigma factor, so which is symbolized like this. So, you remember this one sigma, right. So, this is the sigma. So, this sigma factor is used, right. So, along with the RNA polymerase, the sigma factor is included here. When the sigma factor is attached, so it can identify the promoter region, right. So, this is what the promoter, this is the promoter which joins to the promoter. RNA polymerase with sigma factor, it joins to the here, which can recognize the even recognition and initiation, we can say. The first step is also referred as recognition and initiation. Before the initiation, that should be recognized where is the promoter, right. So, that is the sigma factor, we can say sigma factor. With the help of sigma factor, this is a protein, right. So, it is a protein molecule. So, sigma factor, so this is along with the RNA polymerase that can initiates here and by attaching the promoter. So, how can you identify the promoter? So, here the special sequence is there. So, that is what we called the when you talk about this one, the ends primes, right. So, this is what the here you can refer it as 3rd prime, and this is the 5th prime, this is 3rd prime here, and this is the 5th prime, right. So, it is coding strand, already we have studied this one, again I am reminding for understanding this one, coding strand, and it is not it is said to be template, you can consider template. So, on template strand new mRNAs get synthesized here, right. So, this is what the initiation, the site where it initiates or recognize the promoter, the presence of promoter. So, that promoter is identified with the help of a special sequence, that is TA like, right. So, the special sequence TA like, okay. So, that is TA. So, in this pattern that will be there. So, that is what we call it as a Tata box, right. So, we can refer it as Tata box or also use the other terms, right. So, let us we see again this with the diagram we can understand, right. So, later on I will put the diagram, so you can understand by that. So, initiation, so it is with the presence of RNA polymerase and sigma factor. So, next elongation is RNA polymerase, rho factor, another protein will be there which helps to when it is detached, the sigma factor is detached, then rho factor is attached. So, that is symbolized by P like structure, this one rho we can say. Next along in presence of Mg and Mn. So, Mg2 plus. So, these ions are also required here. And next one, the termination, this is the end process will be end, okay, where it stops, that is what the termination we can say. RNA polymerase is required again and along with the rho factor. So, finally you will get the mRNA, right. So, mRNA is formed, right, RNA is formed here at the end of this all these 3 steps, right. So, let us we see with the diagram. Yes, before going to study the structures, so let us we understand the functions of this tRNA, mRNA and RNA. In previous video also we have learned that. So, the mRNA is get transcribed which reads the code, and the tRNA which reads and brings the amino acid, reads the mRNA and brings the amino acids, and rRNA were catalyzing the polymerization process of amino acids, right. So, finally the protein synthesis, these are helps in the protein synthesis, right. So, which are involved in the protein synthesis, right. So, here the polymerase has actually 5 subunits, so they are considered as a core, we call it as a core unit, right. So, and along with these factors, so sigma factor is initiating and rho factor is elongation, involved in the elongation and termination, right, along with that presence of the Mg2 plus, right. So, this is about the what you call the steps, and in the next video let we see what you call the initiation, elongation and termination with the diagram. Thank you, students.